So it's been a while and I'll tell you why. I've gone from suffering with Python into missing it because now I am busy with Java.
Aids the digestion.
I hope this is in focus. Okay, hello, welcome back to me and you and all of us, to my millions of subscribers that I obviously don't have yet. So I've been very busy with Java and lockdown, so that is why I have not been online and have not posted any videos, and I thought that Python was really hard, and now I miss it because Java is really hard. But what's really cool about this is, even though it's really hard and I cry a lot, I'm still very focused and I'm loving every single little moment of it. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about that and just like choices and direction and stuff. Something that has been helping me a lot through this time and just like through this year is this cool little book that my husband got as a Secret Santa gift. It's called The Daily Stoic, and it's quite inspirational. It's very inspirational because it's just like little snippets every day about different Stoic stuff, and today's thing was heavily influenced by that because it just really inspired me. A lot of women say that they want to meet nice guys, but they're hanging out in clubs and they're hanging out with jerks and in places where nice guys just don't hang out. And a lot of people want to find really great jobs, and they keep moaning about it and saying how they hate their job and they want a new job, but they never actually go out and look for that new job. We have a war inside of us that is between the good parts of our soul and the bad parts of our soul. The war is a result of our conflicting desires, our screwed up judgments, and our biased thoughts. We never really stop and ask ourselves, what do I want? What direction do I want to go in? What am I actually after? About halfway through my studies, I wanted to quit. For those of you that don't know, I actually studied somatology, which is health and skincare, or like, what would you call it, like beauty therapy. And halfway through it, I really didn't like it very much and I wanted to stop. But you know what, I was halfway with it. I was raised with a mentality that you finish what you started, and it was always something that I could fall back on. So I just carried on. And you know what, there were a lot of moments where I wish I had just taken a moment and just looked at the situation and asked myself, is this really what you want? Is this really the direction you want to go in? And I didn't. I just carried on because I needed to finish it. I had started it, and it's almost like it just becomes second nature and you just carry on doing what you need to do to get it done, even though maybe it's not the right direction that you're moving in. I don't really regret the life that I lived and the choices that I've made. I mean, if I hadn't gone on the path that I have, I wouldn't have ended up right here where I'm right now, happily married, you know, and all the choices I've made has brought me here to this moment, the people I've met along the way, and all of that. But I can't help but look back and think, would I have lived a much more fulfilled life if I had made choices that and gone in a direction that I was more passionate about? Of course, I still get moments where I look back on all of this and I I get angry with myself because I feel like I've wasted so much time, and I've spent years just sort of ambling on and not really focused on things. And then I also realized there was a lot of things I had to work on personally to get to the place where I am now, so that I can actually sit down and focus and make a decision. I had to get to know myself, and so some people are really lucky to find that at a very young age, but it's taken me a really long time to get here. And what I'm trying to say is that now that I've made a decision and I have a direction, it doesn't matter how slowly I'm moving in a direction, I just know that I'm moving in the right direction, and that's all that matters. You could be like hurtling in a direction, but it could be the wrong direction. And it's important to just take a moment and think to yourself and make sure that the direction that you're moving in is the correct one, whether it be fast or slow. We so often just choose a direction without really thinking about it very much. Like, it has this decision been influenced by your parents or maybe your siblings because they think it's the best route for you? Or am I getting into yoga because Kate Hudson made a pair of yoga pants that I would look amazing in? It's all about the reasons behind why you're doing something. So the reasons behind why you're doing something is very important, and it's important to sit down and reflect on those reasons and make sure, and not just keep pushing it to the back of your mind. And I think that could be really hard. Like, honest introspection and the direction that honest introspection can take you on can be really difficult. It can be really uncomfortable, and it can be really hard to do. And honestly, that's only the beginning. Once you've made your decision and you've decided that that's the direction you're embarking on, we really have to be mindful of the color of our thoughts. If you're the type of person that sits behind a desk all day, eventually a doctor can actually see what kind of job you have, like that you have a sedentary job behind a desk, because the curvature of your spine actually changes. If you wear tiny little dress shoes or stilettos every single day, the shape of your feet actually change. So that's why you have to be really mindful of what your thoughts are. If your inner narrative is always negative, every single situation you're going to find yourself in will be negative. I think that was my tummy. Hello! Say hello, boo-boo. So really, the attitude that you bring into each decision and endeavor you take on, each path you decide to walk, is going to have a massive impact on that path that you walk. So you have to ensure that the color of your thoughts are pretty and positive, and that they're full of magical things that make you happy and positivity and light. None of this personal growth stuff is easy or just, like automatic. None of this growth stuff is easy or automatic. It all takes really hard work and perseverance. So even though you make a great choice and you've chosen to go in the right direction, it's still about making right choices every single day to ensure that you carry on a positive path. You are responsible for the decisions you make, the path you choose, the color of your thoughts, and whether or not you will be living a fulfilled life. So what is it that you really want, and is this path that you're on the right one for you? And what are you actually after?